Hey, it's Rick with Responder Support Services again. It's time for our next video in the 3-minute resilience series. This is a series of brief videos that's designed to help our responders in the EOC and out in the field dealing with this pandemic of COVID-19. Today's video is an extension on the one I did the other day on sleep hygiene. So what happens if you put all those sleep hygiene strategies in place and you're still not falling asleep? Most likely it's because your mind's racing and you're having thought after thought after thought. And the more you try to slow those thoughts down, the more they keep coming in. So here's an old strategy that has helped a lot of people get to sleep. And you have to use your imagination on this one. So when you climb into bed and sleep hygiene's good and you're still not falling asleep, a lot of times people start doing what I call sleep Olympics. We reach over, grab that cell phone, check the time, and even calculate how many hours before we have to get up. So sleep math, right? Or one of my favorites is I'll flip that pillow over to the colder side of the pillow because maybe that cooler side of the pillow will help me get to sleep. Well, think about all the muscles that fire when we do those movements and gyrations in service of getting to sleep. All those movements rev up that sympathetic nervous system that we talked about the other day and further prevent us from getting to sleep. So this strategy is called the potted plant strategy. And what it is when you climb into bed, you imagine that you've just become a potted plant. And would a potted plant that's trying to get to sleep, would that potted plant check the phone to see how many hours are left before it has to get up? No, it's not going to do that. Is the potted plant going to flip the pillow over to see if the colder side of the pillow helps it get to sleep? No, it's not going to do that either. Potted plant's not going to do anything. So that's the strategy. Climb into bed and become the potted plant. There's only one reason you're going to move, and that's to get up and go use the restroom. Otherwise, you're going to be the potted plant. Now, what about that itch that shows up between your shoulder blades after you've been laying there for an hour? Would a potted plant scratch that? Not at all. There's unlikely that there's any kind of insect or pest digging at your back, and if you let it be, it will fade. And just maintain that potted plant strategy and see if that helps you get to sleep. Now, what about that racing mind? If your mind is racing and you're having thought after thought after thought come in, is the potted plant going to work to slow that down if a potted plant had thoughts? Absolutely not. The potted plant is going to lay right there and let those thoughts roll. And that ties into another saying we have in our business. It kind of goes like this. If I don't want it, I've already got it. The harder I try to get rid of it or stop it, the worse it gets. And we'll notice that with our intrusive thoughts when we're trying to go to sleep. So the potted plant strategy is to almost just become the observer of the thoughts you're having as you have them. So allow one thought right after another to kind of roll in and just observe it until the very next thought comes in. Don't judge your thoughts, don't fight them. Don't do any planning around them. Just let the thoughts roll one after another without interfering. And what most people notice is they'll gradually slow down. And then most people report that at some point, they don't know when, they just drifted off into sleep. So implement the potted plant strategy with all the sleep hygiene from the other day and see if that helps sleep find you easier. If you're still struggling, make sure you reach out, call us. 828-333-5708. And remember, it can take several days of implementing new sleep strategies before sleep can find you. So be patient and call us for help if you're still struggling. Thank you.